Islam. And I am thankful and always will be grateful to Allah, His messenger, for raising up ministers to go out through the land to teach the people that they could not reach. Today there is only a handful of ministers of the messenger. I'm not talking about new ministers. I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about ministers of the messenger. There's only a handful of them, and fewer than that still teach what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught. And we have one in our midst who is one of those ministers who have never changed or deviated from the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad in our midst. In this room with us today, and we have that brother and minister, Yusuf Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
And I say we have him here in our midst in this day and time because all others have misled the people. They are misleading our people today. And we need someone in our day and time to keep the teachings of Almighty God, Allah, and His messenger alive. Keep it on the right path. So that's why we say in our prayer, guide us, Allah, on the right path. Allah has left someone in our midst to keep us on the path that He has put us on. And we must pay attention to what is being said to us. You see, we are a people who are easily led in the wrong direction and hard to lead in the right direction. And we know that by looking out in our history. This Bible is a book of history, and it teaches us about the past and how the people act in the past. You see, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us that there is only one God.
That's right.
But before he came on the scene, people believed in many gods.
That's right.
Before he came on the scene, the Christians teach you about the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Right, sir.
When you read in this Bible in the past, it teaches you that they worship idols. Is that right? They worship many gods.
Yes,
It teaches you Abraham went into the temple and destroyed the gods. And then they went and asked Abraham, did you do it? And Abraham said, ask that one that is still there. And they said, you know, he can't talk to him. He can't tell us nothing. So the people worship all kinds of things.
Yes,
and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad qualifies that when he said for thousands of years people have been looking for God.
That's right.
For thousands of years people have been searching for a true God. Because they have not known. And the reason they have not known is because people use religion to elevate themselves and put others under them to control them.
That's
right. This book right here is the same type as uses those principles to elevate and to put others under one's foot.
Think about that.
This Bible, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, has truth in it.
Yes, sir.
But it's a poison book. And it has to be reinterpreted
Yes, sir.
for you and I.
That's right.
You know, you say reinterpreted. You say somebody's going to read it and tell you a different way. With their own thinking. No. To reinterpret this book, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us we have to go to the core of it.
That's right.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us we have to go to the core of Christianity.
Right.
Only going to the core can we find out if it's true or not.
Yes, sir.
And by going to the core, we find that it is contradictory to what has been preached to you and I.
That's right. That's right.
So we must go to the core. So you must be able to question your religion. If your religion is Christianity, you should be able to question Christianity and come up with the answers.
That's right.
Sir. But when you question Christianity, you can't come up with no answers for yourself.
Right, sir.
So they tell you just believe. But I question my way of life.
Yes, sir.
By questioning my way of life, it causes me to go to the root so I can get the understanding of what I do.
Right.
You have to be able to question. That's why the messenger teaches us to question all things.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, sir.
If we don't question all things, we will allow people to mislead us continuously.
Yes, sir.
And that is what that is what is happening today.
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, we are living in the last days.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The messenger taught us about these days that we are living
Yes,
in.
sir.
And he gave us the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding to see what is happening.
That's right.
Now, when we look out in this world, we see nothing but total misery for the black man and woman.
That's true.
That's right.
And we see this because the black man and woman, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us, worship that which they know not what.
That's right.
So we fall in line behind the devil. And the devil is the white man.
That's right. Right. True.
Yes, sir.
Now the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came to us with a teaching that said to you and I that we are the original men and women.
True.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
The makers, the owners, the cream of the planet earth.
That's right. That's
The
right.
gods of the universe.
That's right. Yes, sir.
That's what he said to us. Now, he said to us also that when a man brings you face to face with God, you don't need another.
True.
That's
Think
right.
about it.
Why? See, the messenger said he brought us face to face with God.
Yes,
Said when you look at your brother, you're looking at God. When you look at your
Yes, sir.
sister, you're looking at God.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
And that's all you think about. What is he telling us? I brought you face to face with God. Look in the mirror.
Think
That's
about
true.
it.
That's sir.
Look at yourself.
Yes, sir.
You can no longer blame the white man.
That's true.
You
Right.
cannot no longer blame your brother.
That's true too.
You have to turn within yourself and blame yourself and bring yourself out of the shame that you are in.
That's
You have to qualify yourself now.
Yes, sir.
You can't blame no one. It's time for you to stand up, he said, and do for self.
true. Yes, sir.
This is what he's talking about.
That's right.
Now, we, as the nation of Islam, as Muslims, one who submit his or her will to do the will of God,
That's right.
we as Muslims must look at one another as God.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And when we do that, we submit ourselves to each other.
That's right.
That's right.
Everyone thinks something is wrong with submitting. When you submit, it only brings about peace.
Yes,
right.
sir. That's right.
And if there's tension, should be big enough to submit till the tension go away, then you talk about or reason out your problem.
That's right, sir. That's right.
When everyone's cool.
Think
See?
about that.
So the messenger says to us that we are one. He says Allah is one. He says the Bible teaches us about we. And you read the Bible and it teaches you about we. Is that right?
That's right.
You read the Holy Quran and it teaches us about we. Is that right?
That's true. Yes, sir.
So we and us are synonymous to the same. Is that right?
That's right.
That one and the same. And that we and us bring about an I. Is that right?
That's right.
Think about it.
Now, look at it.
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, everyone in the nation, we shouldn't be like this.
That's right.
In the nation across the country, we are like this. A few here, a few there.
Yes.
Why?
Good question.
When we're taught we and us are the same.
Think about it.
You know,
About
I want to ask everyone, Brother Minister doesn't have to, Brother Alameen, I want everybody to stand up. Sister Dora, you can sit down there. Now I want you to, we standing here. Now, tell your brain to step to the side. Ready? On three. On three. Listen to what I'm saying. Tell your brain to step to the side. On three. Okay? 1, 2, 3. See? You did that. You who moved did that on not with your brain, but with the being inside of you. That's done that. But you caused it. Now step back in place. You see, I told myself to move, Yusuf. I didn't move. You see? But if I want to move, and think about it, when you get up, when you got up, not telling your mind to get up. Is that right? You got up because I said I would like y'all to get up, and your being within you, your soul, your spirit had you get up. Not your mind. So when I move like this, it's what's inside of me told me to move. Not you should move.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You see? It's Allah in us, the spirit in us that controls us, that moves us involuntarily to our brain, to our thinking. You see? You may be seated. So, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is telling us, in unity, when one is to get married, when one is close with their father, their brother, they know automatically what the father is going to say in a situation. Or if you conversating, you complete or finish the sentence of the other one. Is that right?
That's true. Right.
Because why? You are in tune with one another.
That's right.
This is what we talk about. Being in tune with one another. So, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us the we and the us is the I. And if the we and the us are the I, when one moves, all move.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
Involuntarily, we all move because we working as one and the same.
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
This is what the nation is supposed to do.
Think
When
about
the messenger was among us,
Yes,
we
sir.
seen the brothers and sisters move as one.
Yes,
Right.
that's right.
Now because the messenger is not among us, we can't move as one.
Yes, sir.
Why is this?
Good question.
Good question.
Why is this?
Think
I'm
about
going to show you an example in this Bible. The disciples, see, the disciples play a major part in this in Jesus' time. It says, and when they were come to the multitudes, they came to him, a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son. This man came to him because his son had an issue, Lucas, and sword vexed. And oftentimes he fallen into the fire, and often into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. You see, the disciples could not cure him. But the disciples are the ones who are supposed to be holding the messenger or the prophet of Allah down. They're supposed to be able to do what the one before them done. Collectively, is that right?
That's right.
Because it says his disciples. And then, so Jesus answered and said, O you faithless and perverse generation. He's telling his disciples this. All through the Bible, he's saying his disciples were faithless. You see, they had no faith. They were just there. You see, they couldn't do what the man did.
That's right. That's right.
But I can testify that we have a brother in our midst that did what the messenger asked him to do.
that's right. Yes, sir.
I have read papers with him where he submitted
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
600 people in the temple
Yes, sir.
to the messenger.
That's right.
This is a brother who is continually still doing what the messenger told him to do. One of the disciples we have in our midst.
Yes, sir. All praise be.
That's right.
We should get behind him more so
Yes, sir.
because he is one of the faithful. You see these other ministers of the messenger or disciples of the messenger who are not as faithful
That's right. That's right.
because they have turned the teachings to the left
That's true,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
instead of keeping them going forward to heal our people. That's why we separate them.
That's right. Think about that.
So he says here, faithless and a perverse generation. How long shall I be with you?
Think about that.
How long shall I suffer you? He's saying, how long do I have to be with you for you to realize what I have given you? He says, because of your unbelief, verily I say unto you, if ye shall say unto the mountain, excuse me, let me go back a little bit. And Jesus rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. They came, the disciples, to Jesus apart and said, I mean, they came apart from the people that was there. They went to him in pride. Which could not, why could we not cast him out? And Jesus said, pay attention. They want to know why we can't do the job you do. And Jesus said unto them, because of your unbelief.
Think about it.
So the people, when the messenger was among us, said they believed. You see?
Yes, sir.
But they really didn't, and then history shows us and verified that they didn't because they all left him,
That's
That's
right.
right. That's
Think
right.
about it.
Yes, sir.
except for a few.
That's right.
All these people, $100 million nation,
Think
broke
about
down to nothing.
it. Yes, sir.
I forgot that book.
Yes, sir.
$100 million nation brought
Yes,
to
sir.
nothing.
Think about that.
Because of the unbelievers,
Yes, sir.
the ones that went with War's deed.
That's right. That's right.
All them were unbelievers.
Yes,
They
sir.
had to say the messenger wasn't the messenger.
Think about that.
And the messenger said in the message to the black man, there's no coming back from that when you deny the messenger of Allah.
That's
True.
right.
That's right.
That's
Right. That's right, sir.
They denied our messenger.
Yes, sir.
So it says, if ye had faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto the mountain, remove hence and yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you.
That's right, sir.
Think
Yes,
about
sir.
that.
You see, this verifies your messenger,
Yes, sir.
the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. He moved mountains
Yes,
Right,
sir.
right.
because of his belief in Allah.
Yes, sir. Think about
You
it.
see, as we have said before, belief is knowing. He knew Allah is God, so he believed that because of his knowledge in knowing that what he believed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Teach, brother.
But if you believe without knowing, you are unbelievers. It's that simple.
Yes,
You
sir.
can believe and say, I believe in Allah. But if you don't know, you are one of the unbelievers. Because you are believing in a spook, a spirit, a mystery God.
Yes, sir.
You got to know, so that's why the messenger said, look inside yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you look inside yourself, you find God.
Yes, sir.
Now you know you God. Now it's time for us to act and bring about a nation back what the messenger gave us.
Yes, sir.
The messenger says that Allah will bring about a nation that will exist forever.
True.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
That's what the messenger said.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
The messenger gave us a glimpse of a nation. You see, we had land. We had apartment complexes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We had banks. The messenger was building hospitals.
Yes, sir.
All this he was doing for us.
That's right.
All this we was doing for ourselves.
Yes, sir. Think about it.
It was our dimes. It was the black man's dimes. It was every one of our dimes and pennies working together. He said, pull your resources, and we pulled them. And we was doing something. He showed us, this is how you do
That's how
Yes,
you do
sir.
it. Yes, sir.
it. Now, the nation has fallen. Where are the true believers?
Yes, sir.
Where are the ones who know Allah is God? Where are the ones who believe in themselves that they are God?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you are God, you can conquer whatever that is before you.
True.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
But don't believe. You don't believe. All these cities and inside all of these states, inside this country, everybody say they believe. There are no believers.
That's right. Think about
They
it.
are unbelievers.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
true.
Because they have no belief in Allah's messenger. They don't understand his truth.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Because if they understood it, we will be right back to the place where the messenger had once put us.
That's right, sir. That's right.
We will have our nation, our government established.
That's right.
You're waiting for a mystery God like the Christians to come out of the sky and do something for you that you can do rightly for yourself.
That's true. That's right.
Brothers and sisters, there's no mystery God.
No, sir.
You know, you get into a fight, you see a fight, you see somebody coming at you, you finna get into a fight and you say, Allahu Akbar, protect me.
Don't do it.
Allah is the greatest, protect me.
Don't do it.
Just like the Arabs in the Holy Quran. Allahu Akbar, protect me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's true.
And they come at you and they beat you down
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
because all you saying is Allahu Akbar. You don't put your fist up to fight back.
That's right.
You believe in a mystery God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You ask Allah for strength and courage to take on your opponent.
True.
And you put your hands up and you knock them out. You gotta do it.
Teach, brother.
Yes,
You
sir.
gotta do it. There's no mystery God. There's no mystery God. For thousands of years, the people searched for a mystery God
Yes, sir.
and couldn't find no mystery God.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Teach, Muhammad.
Time for us, beloved, to recognize
Yes, sir.
who we are
Yes, sir.
That's right.
and work to our potential.
Yes, sir.
And if you say you are a Muslim, then you should fall in line with your brother.
Yes, sir.
I say if you say you're a Muslim and you're not trying to unite under the banner of Islam, the sun, moon, and the star,
Yes, sir.
then you are not a Muslim.
That's true. Very true.
You are an unbeliever because your works show that you are an unbeliever.
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
A believer wants for his brother as he wants for himself.
Yes, sir.
A believer comes together as one. That is why, again, the Holy Quran talks about we and us and I.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The we and the us is the I is the we and the us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And if you don't want to be, if you're not a part of the we, if you're not a part of the us, you're definitely not a part of the I.
That's right.
The only way we can say I is to come together in unity and work together and move together as one.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
As one.
Right.
And get this petty nonsense out of your brain. Oh, this is my temple and these are my followers.
Think about that.
where are you leading them to?
Good question.
Think about it.
Brother Minister told us before, Brother Minister Yusuf Muhammad said, the messenger said to him, brother, it's a wonderful job you and your followers are doing. And he said, no, the holy apostle, they're your followers.
Yes.
And the messenger said, no, they're your followers. You leading them to me.
That's right. Right.
So I asked all the ministers across the country, where are you leading the people to? Since you say, I'm good in my state with my little followers, where are you leading them to?
Think
Good
about
question.
that. Think about it.
So when Brother Minister said to the messenger, these are your followers, the messenger said, no, they're your followers, you lead them to me. That means, brother, wherever you go and you got people behind you, you lead them to me. So where are the people who are in these other states? Where are you leading the people to?
Think about
You
it.
damn sure ain't leading them to the messenger because you keep them stagnant right there. If you was leading them to the messenger, you'll be leading them to each other.
That's
You'll
right.
be all coming together. If you were leading the people to the messenger, then we will all be coming together, walking to that one point where we are all going to that one point,
Yes, sir.
to the eye.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
We
sir.
will all be together in unity.
That's right.
That's right.
See,
Yes,
but the
sir.
messenger said, after him will come murderers,
Think about it.
liars.
Think about that. Think about
That's right.
that.
Yes, sir. You say, well, they're teaching Islam. Yeah, you might be teaching Islam. But you murdering your brother and your sister when you don't tell them or guide them to the path of unity with their brother.
That's
right.
right.
When you say, no, we got a school here and I got a temple here and I got a little farmland here, I don't need to unite with nobody, you murdering your brother.
That's right.
You murdering your sister.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
You keeping them apart of what is, keeping them from what is theirs.
Yes, sir. Yes.
You keeping them separate.
Think about
And when
it.
you separate a thing, it dies off.
That's right.
Right.
Think about that.
You killing the people.
Yes, sir.
Together we thrive.
That's right.
Together
Think about it.
we will thrive.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's talking. I'm so tired of this. And I'm so tired of that. I wish I could had money to do this. And I wish I had money to do that.
Right? Think about it.
Just think. It takes time. You see, the thing is, the messenger said we lazy. We're lazy people now. You see? But see, we don't realize what we do today works for tomorrow
That's
Right.
and the day after.
Yes, sir.
So what we do today helps us tomorrow. So if we start building today, tomorrow we'll have that much more built.
That's right.
And the next day we'll build that much more until the
Yes,
building is complete.
sir.
But I'm tired, I don't want to go today. And when one man is down, that slows down the whole process.
Yes,
You
sir.
see? So we gotta stop being lazy.
sir.
And we have to see the whole picture. And we have to stop being selfish.
Think about
Christianity. It's technology.
it. Yes,
Right.
sir.
That's right. That's right.
You see, they tell you, thou shalt not kill, right?
That's what they
Yes,
say.
sir.
And then they tell you, pray for those who spitefully
Spitefully
misuse
misuse
you.
you.
How did they misuse you?
Mm.
They beat you. They put you in their fields. And then when you did something wrong, they killed you.
That's true.
They tell you, do not attack back at me. But as soon as you want to attack them, they throw that at you. It's in the book, thou shalt not kill.
That's what they
It's
say.
technology, brothers and sisters.
Sir.
They kill you, but tell you don't kill them.
That's it.
right.
It's technology. Technology is all around us, brothers and sisters.
Yes, it
Yes,
is.
sir.
You got to see it.
That's right.
There are ministers people who call themselves ministers in the Nation of Islam.
Yes.
They use technology on the people
That's what they do.
to rule them.
Right.
Well, it's time for us to put a stop to that.
Right.
It's time for us to study the words of Allah given to us by His messenger.
That's true. Yes, sir.
Study His words, and you will see something in it for yourself.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
The message to the black man is the black man's Bible.
Yes, sir.
It is.
You know where it came from.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
This Bible,
Amen.
I know where it came from.
Yes, sir.
Some of you might, but I know where it came from.
Right.
'Cause I've been studying where this book came from.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And just in the book, I know that the Spirit, as they teach you, of God did not inspire the writers of this book.
Tell it.
Right.
Tell it.
Because one writer said he thought it was good that he write his own interpretation of the book since he was a learned person.
Felt good to
See?
see himself. Teach Muhammad.
I'm going to show you. So you don't think I'm joking. Man, I'm just saying something. You got to study, brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Just a second. I got it. Luke, right here, first chapter. First chapter of this book tells you that the person that wrote this was not inspired by no Holy Spirit.
Yes, sir.
The people who are teaching you Christianity and some who are teaching you Islam don't know what they're talking about.
That's right.
They say, Muslim ministers say, I had a dream and I was told to teach. They say just like the Christians.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Or they broken out of doors and say, well, I'm going to teach what, I'm going to go and say I was told to teach. This is what they be saying now.
That's right.
Luke, it says here in Luke chapter 1, for as much as many have taken in hand to set forth in order a declaration of those things which are most surely lived